Hi everyone. In this video, we'll see how we will convert an algorithm into a program. So algorithm, you have learned what is an algorithm, right? It's a step-by-step instructions to solve a program. So before writing a program, we will develop an algorithm. So algorithm has three steps, basically the input, then the process, output. So now we can see what was our program. The program was to input 10 numbers from the user and then you have to find out the total of those numbers, right? So first let's open Scratch and click on start creating. So those who do not know Scratch, I'll just quickly summarize what all things are there. On the left side you can see block palettes where each block palette will have set of code blocks associated to it, okay, and the middle area is the coding area where you drag the code blocks into here, and this is the stage where you can see the cat, and each character is called as a sprite. So if you do not need a cat sprite in your Scratch, you can just remove it from here and you can just add a new sprite from here, maybe any relevant sprite. See, for now I think we are inputting the numbers from the user, so maybe any user, like somebody is answering, that you can add. Okay, let me add this sprite. Okay, and then you can add an appropriate backdrop. Okay, don't simply add, there are a lot of backdrops, so according to your project you have to choose the backdrop. Let me just choose this backdrop for now. Okay, fine. Now coming back to the coding part. So now when I click on this green flag, so this is an event. So what is the event? When I click on the green flag, so you will go to events and then drag when the green flag is clicked. What do you want? You want you want the program to ask the user to enter a number, right? So basically that shows the input of the algorithm. So you will ask the question, go to sensing and you can see ask. So drag this in, join it as a puzzle. When you click on the flag, you can see that what's your name, but that's not our question, right? So you want the user to enter the number, so you can type enter the number. Okay, now first let us have a smaller plan. Before entering 10 numbers, let's have a smaller plan. First let us enter one number and add it to a total. So for that we need to store this value into a variable, right? Variable is something which stores a value. So you have to go to variables and click on make a variable, and let's say the variable I'm creating is total. Okay, so see, now the total has appeared on the stage, which I do not want, so untick over here so that it has been disappeared. Now you have to set this variable. So before asking, let us initialize this variable. What is my variable? Total. So total should be what? Total should be set to the 0. Initially total should be set to 0, right? Because we have not added uh, any numbers into it, so it should be set to 0 first. So that is set total to 0, then ask enter the number. So the user will enter the number. Now that number must be added to what? This total, right? That number must be added to total. So now again I'm setting this total value. So set the total to what? Total plus the number entered. Okay, so before that, total plus the number entered means whatever answer you have typed, if you ask the question, there is a default variable in the Scratch which you can find under sensing, that is answer. So the answer to the ask will be stored in ask. If you want to create another variable, it's up to you, you can create it, but by default there is a variable here for the ask question. Okay, so you can use this also. So total means it is an addition operation happening over it, right? So you will go to operators and then you can see an addition operator here. So drag it in, set total to what? Total plus your answer. So you cannot write anything inside. Okay, so go to variables. It should be total plus answer. So now the process. So what we have done now is the process step of our algorithm, right? First was input, okay, which was the two steps. Then the third step correspond to the process step of our algorithm. Next is output, which is the last step of our algorithm. What is output? You have to show the result on the screen. Your total is, or the total is, right? So for that, you have to use say. Go to looks, okay, go to looks, and you can drag say. But when you click on this, if you're not changing, what happens when you click on the green flag, enter the number? I'm just entering 56. See, it will just display hello. Why? Because I have written hello here, so I have to remove it. I have to join again. Why? Because I have to display your total is with the total value. So you're joining two things. So which is an operator, join operator. So go here, you can see here join. It's again join apple and banana, which you do not need. What you have to join? You have to write total is, right? Total is what? Where is the total saved now? You cannot write total here. So whatever you write here will be displayed. So the total is now stored in the variable called total. So drag this variable inside. Now let us see. Click on the green flag, enter your number. Let's say 85. Okay, enter. See, total is 85. Why? Because we are just entering one number this time, so that the total is what? 0 plus 85, which is 85, right? Now let us improvise our algorithm. We need the program or the user to enter more numbers, right? 10 numbers. So basically that is a loop, isn't it? Up to here we can keep it as it is. Okay, this also we can keep it as it is. Okay, now let us see. Now let us see what are the changes that we need. See, we have set the total to 0 only. Now, we need to repeatedly ask the user to enter the number. Okay, and we know we are getting the getting 10 numbers from the user. So it is a count controlled loop because we know the count. So it's a loop, it's a controlled loop, count controlled loop. So go to control where you can see repeat block. Loop means something which is being repeated. There are different types of loops that you will be learning slowly. This is a count controlled loop. So whatever you write the number here, that many number of times, the code blocks or the commands that you put it inside will be repeated. So ask enter the number. This question will be asked 10 times. Okay, now after asking the number, what you need to add this total. So the same thing, you will go to here, you will set the total. After entering this one, you will set the total value to what? Again, the total value to total plus the answer, right? Sorry, total, yeah, total plus the answer. Okay, so each time you enter the number, it is repeated 10 times. Okay, each time you enter a number, it goes on adding it to the total value. Okay, now we should not print the answer every time, isn't it? We just need to process it. So this is basically the process part of the algorithm, right? Now after this, we need to output the result. So again, you go to looks, say, again we have to join two things. So go to operators again, join. What you need? The total of 10 numbers is. Now where is the total saved? Where is the total stored? In total. So just take it as. Now let us see how will the program function. Okay, enter the number 20. See, so one number we have entered 20. Okay, 40, 60, 80, 60, 52, 87, 100, 45, 21. See, the total of 10 numbers is 565. You can check it if the answer is correct. Okay, there's no need as we have coded it properly. What is basically happening inside the loop, I'll explain once more. It will ask first one time. Starting with the first one, enter the number, right? Then the total is set to total plus answer. So what number you have entered, that is now added to total. The first value of total is 0. So 0 plus my first number was 20. 20. Now this we will not come out of the loop because repeat 10 times. Again, ask the number, enter the number. So now for example, if I entered 40, our total is now 20, so that 20 plus 40. So repeat again third time. So you until the user enters 10 times, this is being repeated, the commands inside is being repeated, and once it finishes the 10th time, then it comes out of the loop, and finally it prints the value, that is the total of 10 numbers, is it is stored in the variable total, then it prints the output. Okay, so I hope it is clear now. So please practice it looking at the video, and how to create the variables and how to use the operators and how to create a program. Thank you.